What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com.
Here are my DFS picks for NFL Week 2 Millionaire Maker.
These picks apply for DraftKings and Fanduel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button
And hit that bell icon
so you don't miss our new videos.
Okay guys, this is for the Millionaire Maker slate, which is the Sunday main slate at 1 p.m. Oh, and stick around to the very end of this video. After I show you all my picks in the Draft Dashboard tools, I'll show you these players in DraftKings and in Fanduel, the Millionaire Maker slates. There'll be 2 spots open that you have to fill in, but you'll have a great Millionaire Maker core. Okay guys, let's take a look at the quarterback position. My Millionaire Maker quarterback for NFL Week 2 is Tom Brady from the Tampa Bay Bucks, playing the New Orleans Saints, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall. They give up the 8th most fantasy points to opposing quarterbacks. Now, Tom Brady only scored 11 fantasy points in Week 1. He had 2 rush attempts. He's only going to be about 7% owned, but he's projected at 20.1 fantasy points here in Week 2. He's 6,400 DraftKings salary, 1,600 more on Fanduel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 44 points scored in this game, with the Tampa Bay Bucks favored by 3. Now, Tom Brady, he didn't have a good game the first week of the season, but he still has Mike Evans, Julio Jones, Russell Gage, Rashad Perriman. Now, Chris Godwin is out with an injury, but in my mind, that means more pass targets for a guy like Mike Evans. So I think he can still have a fantastic Week 2 before his salary creeps on up. Normally, Tom Brady doesn't have 2 games in a row that are bad. So you can always count on this next game to be a pretty good one for Tom Brady. So I like Tom Brady here versus the New Orleans Saints.
Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching.
If you want to enter the drawing for $25 PayPal,
all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won.
And we'll send you $25 PayPal.
So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you.
Okay, let's take a look at the running back position. So my Millionaire Maker running back for Week 2 is Antonio Gibson from the Washington football team, playing the the Washington Commanders, playing the Detroit Lions, who have the 5th worst defense overall. They give up the 4th most fantasy points to opposing running backs. Antonio Gibson scored 20 fantasy points in Week 1 off of 14 rush attempts and 8 pass targets. So the reason I like this pick is because of those 8 pass targets. It's like you're getting a wide receiver and a running back in one player. He's going to be about 9% owned, projected at 15.5 fantasy points here in Week 2. He's 6,200 DraftKings salary, 1,200 more on Fanduel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 49 points scored in this game, with the Washington football team trailing by 2.5. So I love this matchup here versus the Detroit Lions. So I like Antonio Gibson here versus the Detroit Lions. Okay, let's take a look at the wide receiver position. My Millionaire Maker wide receiver for Week 2 is Mike Evans from the Tampa Bay Bucks, playing the New Orleans Saints, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall. Now, they've been pretty good versus opposing wide receivers, but Mike Evans scored 18 fantasy points in Week 1 off of 7 pass targets. He's going to be about 18% owned, projected at 16.3 fantasy points here in Week 2. He's 6,800 DraftKings salary, 1,500 more on Fanduel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 44 points scored in this game, with the Tampa Bay Bucks favored by 3. So I think Mike Evans is going to be a target monster here in Week 2. I think this is going to be a close, competitive game, and I think it's going to be a huge bounce-back game for Tom Brady. And if it's a good game for Tom Brady, chances are it's going to be a good game for Mike Evans. So I like Mike Evans here versus the New Orleans Saints.
Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all the tools for NFL. NBA is right around the corner. This is a great time to get in and try everything for 1 month. The tools are all about saving research time. You can see the last 3 games, the fantasy points per game, the targets they got per game, so you can see how involved they are in the offense, the rushes they got per game. Seeing all this stuff on one screen helps you save time and make better picks. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups.
Okay, moving on to the tight end position. There's a few tight ends that I like here, guys. I like Darren Waller. I like Tyler Higbee. But the guy that I'm looking at for my Millionaire Maker pick in week 2 is TJ Hawkinson from the Detroit Lions, playing the Washington Commanders, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall. They've been pretty good versus opposing tight ends, but TJ Hawkinson scored 8 fantasy points in week 1 off of 7 pass targets. He was on the field for 91% of the snaps. He's going to be about 14% owned, projected at 11.4 fantasy points here in week 2. He's only $4,700 DraftKings salary, 1,000 more on Fanduel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 49 points scored in this game, with the Detroit Lions favored by 2.5. So I like that he got 7 pass targets in week 1. He was one of the target leaders at the tight end position. Guy like Dalton Schultz got 9 pass targets, but now with Dak Prescott out, that's taken me off Dalton Schultz. Now Tyler Higbee got 11 pass targets, and I think Tyler Higbee is a fantastic play for week 2. But I still think TJ Hawkinson has more upside as a tight end, so I like TJ Hawkinson here versus the Washington Commanders.
If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this NFL slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again and good luck. You've unlocked the bonus content.
Okay guys, here we are in the DraftKings lineup optimizer. Over here on Draft Dashboard, we have our Millionaire Maker core locked in here, and we've generated a lineup. So let's see who we got. We got Tom Brady, we have Antonio Gibson, Cordell Patterson, Michael Pittman Jr., Mike Evans, Tyler Boyd, TJ Hawkinson, Russell Gage, and the Steelers defense. So I like this lineup a lot here. We get the double wide receiver stack with Tom Brady, assuming he's going to have a bounce back game. I like the Steelers defense here versus the New England Patriots, who did not look very good in week 1. Michael Pittman Jr. is going to be a target monster this year. Cordell Patterson can light it up. So this is a great lineup, guys. I'm going to save this lineup so I can edit it later if there's any changes. Okay, now here we are in the Fanduel lineup optimizer. Over here on Draft Dashboard, we have our Millionaire Maker core locked in here, and we've generated a lineup. So let's see who we got. We got Tom Brady, Antonio Gibson, Alvin Kamara, Mike Evans, Jerry Jeudy, Tyler Lockett, TJ Hawkinson, James Robinson, and the Giants defense. So I like this lineup a lot, guys. I like the run back with Alvin Kamara, assuming Tom Brady has a good game. Hit some touchdowns to Mike Evans. It's possible that the New Orleans Saints get the lead in this game. Tom Brady's got to play comeback king. Alvin Kamara could go for a couple touchdowns. Then Tom Brady's got to throw 3 touchdowns to Mike Evans. That's the way we want to see it go here in week 2 with this lineup. So I'm going to save this lineup so I can optimize it later if there's any changes.
Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smickety smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this NFL slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again, and good luck.